Let's start this section by creating an object. So I'm going to use the let keyword in ES6, which is the replacement for var. So in ES5 and before we had var for declaring variables, but var has a number of issues when it comes to scoping. That's beyond the scope of this course. I just want to let you know that as a best practice, stop using var. Use either let or const. With const, you're basically defining a constant, so you won't be able to reassign it. If you want to reassign a variable, use let. Now in this demo, I'm going to use const to define a constant. So let's call this circle and set it to an object. Here I'm using object literal syntax. So these curly braces, we refer to them as object literal syntax. An object in JavaScript is essentially a collection of key value pairs. So inside these curly braces, I'm going to add a few key value pairs. Let's add radius and set it to 1. Let's add another key like location. Now this time the value can be an object. So again, I'm using object literal syntax. In this object, we can have a couple key value pairs like x and y. Now let's add another key value pair. So the key is draw. The value is a function that is for drawing the circle. So for now, let's just do a simple console.log. Now I want to define a few terms here. This circle object has 3 members: radius, location, and draw. If a member is a function, we refer to that as a method. So here we say draw is a method. These other members are what we call properties. Now in some JavaScript tutorials, they refer to all these members as properties, whether they're functions or not. But technically in object-oriented programming, properties and methods are fundamentally different because a property is used to hold values. A function or a method is used to define some logic. So now that we have this circle object, we can access its members using the dot notation. So circle dot, look, here are the members. We can call the draw method. Now note here on the right side, I've got Chrome open. This is Chrome Developer Tools. As soon as I save my changes here, you will see that Chrome is going to refresh because here with live server, we have hot reloading. So save, and here's the result. So as soon as we change our code, the new code is loaded inside Chrome. So object literal is a simple way to define an object. But we can also define objects using factories and constructors, and that's the topic for the next lecture.